Right from the Walmart to the library, it's about a mile walk. I'm going to plot that path and look at considering driving. I'm not sure. I'm very curious what this building is, and also what this one is too. 1300 Mac Davis Lane. Might be for the university then. Buddy Holly died at a young age, grew up here in Lubbock. It almost looks like they're doing repair work on this Buddy Holly thing. Why would they have a whole big hole right there? I've never seen so many arts buildings not far from a Walmart before. I saw this on the ground. Compliments. Join us for 50 years of Ballet Lubbock. This is a symphony hall up here, which also has a gallery too. Huh. Right, so I walked a little too far from the library where it's supposed to turn. It's down that way somewhere. I'm gonna take a peek in here though. It looks pretty cool. It's this empty building. Oh, with yarn. The piles of... When does yarn stop being yarn and become more like thread? It's about thinness, I think. There's a middle point, yarn to thread. So I think they're still calling, at Walmart, I think they're still calling thick cotton yarn thread. Or thick cotton. If it's cotton isn't specifically thread, is it? Alright, I get the impression there might be a police station around here. I don't see the library yet. They keep police cars across the street. The marshal? That be seen. And also, maybe these are considered used cars. Is it going to be? It looks older. Still pretty furnished though. Huh. Maybe it is active. I didn't see any signs saying, oh, city prosecutor. Okay. Yeah, they usually coordinate activities with police. This is definitely a sign of a big city. Or they got a van, probably to load multiple groups of people in when they're arresting people. They have a problem with having to arrest more than one person at a time. We got Director of Traffic Operations, Building Maintenance, Patrol Administration, Communications Center Manager, Legal Assistant, Reserved 1 and 2. Wow. It took me a while, but I finally see the library. That looks like a library right up ahead there. It even has a sign. Now, where's parking? This is all jury parking for the city? Or can you... What's that weird stuff on top of these cars? Whoops. Alright, I thought I was recording this parking control car, and then I look back and I see I hit the button. When I thought I was stopping it, I actually started it up again. So now I'm redoing this, coming back over, looking at their cameras, looking in the car, which is pretty much computer stuff and all that. And then there's a note to Kelly I read out loud on off camera. I think it goes on camera. And then, yeah, I just wanted to get this side too a little bit. I think that's kind of neat. Yeah, the signs over here are library parking only. It's a huge parking lot, but I mean, you got art centers all around. Lubbock Avalanche Journal over there. Avalanche in the plains. And this is a big library, so they probably expect a lot of people. So they posted this in a few places, not just a library property. So that's 12 to 5 is my curfew. You know, if McDonald's truly cared about the environment, they would allow us to pour coffee into our own containers, refillable containers. Maybe they could make their own refillable container to sell that they trust. But I mean, any refillable container, they are contributing a lot to garbage, and I see these things laying all over. I hate to have to support what they're doing, but it is convenient, but it really is disheartening too to have to deal with the garbage. There was actually a brief period in my life where I had foreskin. There was actually a longer brief period of time where I actually had tonsils. What? Alright, so I got this inverter thing. I never really read the instructions. This inverter, I was thinking about using it for cooking, but now after reading the instructions, it says you shouldn't be using it for cooking. Right here, it says, keep in mind that this inverter is unable to power equipment that produce heat. And these are the examples: hair dryers, microwave ovens, and toasters. Well, then I can't use this. I can't use the popcorn popper. So I really cannot keep this. Is there an inverter that can produce heat? Alright, I'm in, I think, downtown Lubbock. I don't know. Maybe just one of the downtown-like type areas. Walking away from the library in my car. I'm thinking that I'd like to fly a drone around here. It's so quiet. Yeah, that's a boarded up building right there. And the homeless have not taken over. It's quiet. The homeless have not taken over. It's kind of weird. Or I could be a little mistaken. Somebody's homeless. Wow. 2019 Almanac for kids? Got all the information on animals. Well, I got a new dirty fork from that homeless pile. They have the most useful things, and I've been in the market for a fork. I never really did it. I never really drove around with a fork. But I'm finding a need for it more and more with fermentation and getting food out of the containers. So this area is so quiet that people are able to get away with a little vandalism because there's just such a lack of activity. It's amazing. I guess I didn't know what to expect. At least in this part of Lubbock, there's 250,000 people, 250,000. They're not really hanging out in this section of the downtown. There must be another one that is a lot more attractive. Well, there's absolutely no homeless in this downtown region. Come near the Salvation Army. I want to get a closer look at that work. Good work. They got a file desk, whatever, with all kinds of sensitive information. What's this about? Lubbock Kids Dental? Look at this. They got personal information for kids, and that's their teeth. Just laying out here. Damian Rodriguez, Nathaniel. What? Just sitting out here for dental work. I guess dental information isn't that big of a deal. They even got pictures of their driver's licenses and their pictures in here. This is very sensitive information next to the Salvation Army. Alright, I just threw it away. Right in this trash here. It seems like maybe that's it. See, it's really, yeah, it feels like it's all. But why would it be sitting there? It's strange. That's one of the strangest things I've seen. All that sensitive information. I mean, I checked a couple of records and they both had pictures of driver's licenses, and you could see their pictures really clearly. It's really, really weird. Right, there's a lot of cars around here that are parked on the side streets, but where is everybody? It's kind of quiet. Even this room. They have a dining room and there's nobody. Alright, there's clearly some broken glass here. Look at this. People let themselves into this building. Kind of curious. It looks like it's kind of recent. Look at this. This is some very thick drywall stuff. Or sheet. No, marble. This is marble. Look at how thick it is. That stuff can fall off the wall. People broke the door into this building, and that gives them access to all the floors. Who knows what's going on? It's very curious. So LNB let my tree in the way. LNB let 2 of the letters die for lighting. There's no need to advertise so much, I guess, if it's going to be so quiet. They could light this back alley up pretty good. I go to downtown Lubbock to get away from people. Right, woke up at 5 a.m. Had this black dude pulling a cart. I heard him utter the words, "I don't care, Rhonda." And a cart stops making noise. And I look over and see him trying to look in the car for just a little bit. Even though I'm next to the lot cop, I don't think he cares. And he tried to look inside the car. I couldn't tell if he saw me, but he definitely looked.